What if the most dangerous man in town wasn't the villain, but the only hope left? What if a man who once destroyed lives had to decide whether he could ever become the one who saves them? This is the story of Henry, a soldier, a sinner, and a son trying to come home. The story begins with a heartbreaking memory. A mother is crying over her dead child. She's broken, screaming in pain. From a distance, someone is watching her. Silent. Guilty. That moment will change everything. Years later, Henry returns to his village after 10 long years. He used to be in the army. In war, he killed many people. After leaving the army, he fell into crime and violence. His name became something people feared. But now, he's back home. The problem is, home doesn't welcome him. His father is cold and angry. He tells Henry that his mother died while thinking about him. She wanted to see her son one last time, but he never came. Henry says he didn't even know she was sick. His father doesn't believe him. He reminds Henry of all the blood on his hands, not just from war, but from innocent people too. The distance between them feels bigger than 10 years. Henry goes to his mother's grave. He places flowers and stands there quietly. For the first time, we see regret in his eyes. He looks at their old farmland and decides he wants to farm again. His mother always wanted that. Maybe this is his way of changing. When he visits the local bar, everyone goes silent. They all know who he is. A criminal named Frank tries to challenge him, bragging about the people he has killed. Another man, Dave, steps in and stops the tension. Dave was also a soldier once. He respects Henry, but warns him this town has changed. The village is no longer peaceful. A powerful bar owner has teamed up with criminals to grab land from poor farmers. Anyone who refuses to sell is threatened or killed. Fear rules the town now. Henry wants to stay out of it, tells himself he has left violence behind. Meanwhile, he meets his former girlfriend. She waited for him for years, but when he never came back, she married someone else. Now she has a child. There is no anger between them, only sadness. She has moved on. Henry hasn't. One day in the market, Henry sees Frank and his gang threatening an old farmer, forcing him to sell his land. Henry steps in quietly. Just his presence is enough. The gang backs off. People start to whisper, maybe Henry can save them. But things get worse. The criminals shoot the old farmer. Fear spreads everywhere. The townspeople beg Henry's father to ask his son to help them, but his father refuses. He doesn't want Henry to return to violence. At the same time, the bar owner tells Dave to keep an eye on Henry. He knows Henry is dangerous. If Henry chooses to fight, no one will survive. Henry continues working in the fields, trying to live peacefully. Slowly, his father begins helping him. They start rebuilding their relationship through hard work. One day, Henry even walks into church after many years. His father sees him there and realizes his son truly wants to change. But the past doesn't let him go. Frank and his gang attack another farmer and kill him. The farmer's wife gives up her land out of fear. Then the gang publicly beats Henry in front of everyone, trying to prove he is nothing. They want the town to lose hope. That night, Henry's ex-girlfriend tells him the bar owner has given her 36 hours to leave her house. Her husband once agreed to sell, but changed his mind. Now they are all in danger. Henry tells her to sell the land and leave. He doesn't want bloodshed. But deep inside, he knows violence is coming. Later, Henry finally tells his father the truth about why he left crime. Years ago, during a gunfight, he killed 2 men. But in the crossfire, a small child died. Henry watched the child's mother cry over his body, just like his own mother cried when Henry's brother drowned years ago. God, in that moment, Henry saw himself as the real villain. That's when he walked away from crime. Now, when the criminals brutally attack his father, something changes. Henry visits him in the hospital. His father begs him not to fight. He says he cannot lose another son. Henry replies, "This time, I'm not fighting to destroy. I'm fighting to protect." And then he walks into the bar. This time he doesn't hold back. One by one, he takes down Frank and his gang. No fear, no hesitation. Years of training and pain explode in a single night. The town watches as the monsters fall. Outside, Dave waits. He doesn't want to fight Henry, but he feels loyal to his employer. Henry tells him there is no need anymore. Inside the bar, Henry finds the owner hiding upstairs. With one final shot, the man who terrorized the town is gone. Silence returns. Henry tells Dave he is a good man and doesn't need to fight for evil anymore, and Henry prepares to leave the town forever. He knows that after killing so many criminals, others may come looking for revenge. He doesn't want his father or the villagers to suffer because of him. But his father stops him. For the first time, there is no anger in his eyes, only love. Henry promises he will keep visiting, and he does. For years, he comes back quietly to see his father. The town remains peaceful because of what he did that night. When his father eventually passes away, he never returns again. The most feared man in the region became the man who saved a town not because he loved violence, but because he finally understood the cost of it. Sometimes redemption doesn't come from running away from your past. Sometimes it comes from facing it.